Hey, how's it going? So, just like really quick one, right? Um, this was like technically uncarryable. The only reason why we won this game was because Vayne went AFK, and Shaco was like not really a player. Honestly, Darius was not even a player as well. He was like, so they were technically playing two people. But you have to understand, my team was not very useful as well. But this game was technically Lissandra and Talon versus me, pretty much. I'm Tryndamere in this game, right? Because look, this is the team fight. So I will kill Darius in here, and Talon is gonna escape, right? Look, Fiddlestick and Yasuo died to Lissandra, who used no abilities. Look, you see? So Talon kills this guy, he didn't do anything, and these two die just for free. You see? She didn't even... Yeah. She just used Q and W, and Fiddlestick and Yasuo died. So you see the problem carrying the game, like fundamentally the issue of carrying the game is because now she has Zonya, which is left to counter me, and if Shaco was a bit more useful, he would exhaust me as well. And you can imagine Vayne is gonna be in here, like technically she will be in here as well. So you can imagine, right? I have to now kill 4 people alone, and this is our support. So she's kind of out of position. So you see, like, if the support was Alistar, and I mean, Alistar and Lissandra alone will just see me to death, right? You see? So there's Zonya, right? And she probably has her ult up as well, right? No, she doesn't have her ult. So that's what I'm saying, is that, like, how do you actually win a team fight when Lissandra just one-shots your team like that? Honestly, like, I have to say, I don't think, like, based on my experience just playing this game, I like the champions that you should play in this game. I don't enjoy playing, honestly. Like, if you want to really get serious about League, I think you need to play AoE champions, like, Lissandra, Kennen, Sejuani, Gragas, Rumble, stuff that just like Misfortune. Who else has a lot of AoE? Because I mean, think about it. Like, Lissandra popped Fiddlestick and Yasuo with 2 abilities, which were not even ult. And you have to understand she also has an ult, which is also an AoE, and a stun, right? And she has Zonias, and her cooldowns are very low, which means she can just AoE people to death, right? So imagine combination, like you have Lissandra, Kennen, Sejuani. Well, they're all magic damage, so you can itemize. Well, let's say Kiana, right? I think Kiana does AoE, right? With her Q. Yeah, I think it's AoE, right? So you can imagine, like, Misfortune, Lissandra, Kennen, and Kiana on the same team. I mean, you just get bursted. Or like Yasuo and Yone, right? So we have Kennen, Yone, Yasuo, right? Well, you're missing a jungler. Okay, Top lane, Yone. Well, we're gonna have too much AD then. Top lane, Kennen. Mid lane, Yone, right? Um, Jungler, Sejuani. Bot lane, Seraphine with Miss Fortune, right? Or Malphite with Miss Fortune. Or you can go bot lane, Yasuo and Malphite. You can go jungle, Sage, Lissandra mid, and top something like, I don't know, Mundo or something like that, right? But you see, like, you have so much AoE, it's like, it's insane. And you have mixed damage, right? So if you have, like, if you're playing against, like, Tryndamere and, let's say you playing against Tryndamere top and your jungler is Master Yi, like, there is no way for us to win the game because me and Master Yi are just gonna die in the AoE, right? Because so this game is really like right now the state of the game is it's very like kind of wombo combo oriented. That's why I call it the card game, because if you get the like composition is a little bit more important than actual skill, because as you've seen in my previous videos, like Amumu one shot at me from 60. He did 60% of my damage. He was 5 levels down. He had 2 items, and I had armor, like, and I had tanky runes, right? So do you understand? Like, even if he loses his lane hard, he's 5 levels down because they like champions like Amumu. They do so much AOE, right? They can just one shot your entire team, even though they're like 3 levels behind and significantly under farmed and only have 3 items. But because you are Master Yi, you have Fiora, whatever, mid lane, I don't know, who would be like a mid laner, squishy mid laner. Ari, right? Ari, okay? Like all of those champions simply die to AoE. And another problem is, as you've seen, like an example of Amumu on my one of my videos and Lissandra, not only do they do AoE, they also do crowd control at the same time, which means the champions of Ari cannot escape, right? So like Master Yi cannot escape either. He is like all in champ, right? So he goes in, Ari goes in, I go in, and everybody just instantly evaporates to AoE. And on top of that, like champions like Lissandra and Amumu and Sejuani, so is Gragas, so is Kennen. Well, Kennen's not that tanky, but I mean, they're quite tanky. Well, Kennen is actually tanky. When he ults, he gets like 60 magic resist and 60 armor, right? So after they blow up your 3 champions that are squishy, you are left with ADC, who is also very squishy, and a support. And support and ADC cannot 2v5 the entire team, even if they have no ults. So that's what I'm saying is drafting a good comp is probably more important than actually kind of having a skill, you know. All right, take care.